So welcome to Timeout with Kevin. This is Dwayne. He is the head Army recruiter here in Lawton. So the first question I ask is, well, it's a little different. so who's the most influential person you've worked with since you
Uh,
joined?
uh, that's a that's a good question. Since I joined,
Yeah,
I can't really identify just one person. I'm gonna say
say a couple. You can say anybody.
it's two people that influenced me basically since I joined the military. I want to say retired Sergeant First Class Gary Allsbrook and Sergeant First Class retired Vanessa Doby. Like with Sergeant Allsbrook, I was a headache. I was a headache, but he always tried to groom me and steer me in the right direction. Like, hey, you need to do this. And I was a hothead. I was still fresh in the Army, fresh from the where I came from Chicago or whatever. But he kept me grounded. He was like, hey, this is what you need to do. Focus on this. Keep grinding. Keep staying motivated and stuff like that. So like he was really, really helpful to make that transition from civilian to soldier. Then also Sergeant First Class Vanessa Doby. She seen something in me that I didn't even see in myself. Like she the one that pushed me like, hey, go get promoted, study for the board, go to all these boards, win these boards. So I started doing like competitive boards and winning and excelling and stuff like that. And honestly, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for one of them.
Yeah.
I promise.
How was it like growing up in the South Side of Chicago? Like, for people who don't know, because we're all pretty much from Oklahoma. So how's that?
It was it's way different from being here in Oklahoma, but it was rough. Honestly, it was rough. Like a lot of gang violence, a lot of black on black crime, a lot of shooting like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like it's scary. Like as a young child seeing so much growing up, like it changes your whole mindset.
Yeah.
It's like something that you can never like imagine. Like
Right.
the stuff that you see on TV doesn't even do it any justice.
Right.
Like it's shootings every day, like literally every day.
Yeah.
Like I lost so many friends. Like I lost more friends in Chicago than I lost since I've been in the military. Man, so it's a scary place, but I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
I had to get out of there.
So I'm happy you said this. So what made you like want to join? Like what really?
Honestly, like I said, I had children. Like I had kids young. So I'm like, I don't want my kids to be raised in the same type of environment that I was raised in. I want to give them a better opportunity and something different because I luckily made it out of there, but my kids could have been subject to that type of violence.
Right. Yeah.
That would have been tough on me to deal with.
Yeah. So why the Army more towards like the Marines and like?
Honestly, I didn't even look at any other branch, to be honest with you. Like, it was like who would take me first. So like the first, because all you see on TV, all you see most of the time is Army.
Yeah.
So I went in there and talked to them. They was real humble and real helpful, like, because I had some stuff on my background that nobody really wanted to deal with me with, but they was real helpful. So like that's why I ended up deciding to go Army, because they understand and they really work with you to try to get you to make that transition.
And so what are like some of the pros and cons about joining like the military that you think, some of the biggest takeaways that you think?
I would say the biggest thing is, like, depending on the person, I would say for me, the biggest thing was traveling. Like, I like to travel and I like to move around and do stuff like that. So, like, it was huge, and I can take my family with me to most of the places that I've been. So that was huge. And another thing, like, I received my bachelor's degree through the military. They paid for it 100%. So I got a bachelor's degree. I ain't got no student loan debt or nothing like that. So that was a benefit for me as well.
Right.
It just depends. Like, a lot of people like adventure and excitement. That's not really me. I don't like jumping out of planes and stuff like that. So, but for me, like I said, it was traveling and then the education portion, because I can use that as well to help my kids. I can help pay for my kids' schooling as well.
Yeah, just through the military.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. So what would Dwayne, like right now, tell like 16, 17, 18-year-old Dwayne? Like right now, you think he would listen to you?
No, I honestly.
What you think? Like, what would he say?
Honestly, 16-year-old Dwayne would not listen to anybody. That just me being honest. I was a hothead. Like, I was in the streets. Like, I would tell myself, slow down, think more. Like, life is going to come at you fast. Just try to slow down and process things, and just appreciate life.
Yeah.
Cherish families, build friendships, and you know what I'm saying, just do something different than what you're doing right now. Because what you're doing right now is going to get you in a lot of trouble.
Right. And so like being like in Chicago, is it kind of mostly just like playing basketball and like music? I mean, like, is it kind of like is that like the only way out people see usually up there?
Honestly, the only way out people see most of the time is sports.
Through sports.
Like a positive way out.
Yeah.
In sports, yes.
Yeah. So like how was Michael Jordan? Like, so you kind of grew up in that time frame when Michael was there. So like
doing the third three-peat.
Yeah. So like how was that like growing up, like while like being in Chicago? Like, how was that?
It was crazy. Like I'm
Because
still
like, you had it first hand. Everybody else I know just watching on TV.
Jordan. All I wear is Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm still a Jordan fan. Like to this day. Like
how did he impact Chicago?
Honestly, he gave kids an outlet.
Yeah.
He gave them a different outlet because, like I said before, Michael Jordan, like, yeah, we had basketball players out there and stuff like that, but he really gave other people a different outlet. Like, you don't have to gang bang. You don't have to sell drugs and rob people in order to try to make it out, even though he wasn't from Chicago, but he just brought all that positive energy to Chicago. So, like, that was, like, real huge for us. Yeah. Like, real huge.
I wanted to ask you that because I've never really, you the only person I really met that's from Chicago. And, like, I know you was in that time frame. So I was like, you know, everybody that I know just see it on TV, see it, you know, from a distance. But I want to see how it, like, really was, like, in, like, you know, the heart of it.
Everybody. Like, them commercials want to be like Mike.
Yeah.
That was 100% like true. I'm talking about, like, from the way you played, from the way you shot, sticking your tongue out, wearing your shoes, like I said, I still to this day I wear Jordans. Yeah. I have like 50 pairs of Jordans.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dang, I didn't know you had all them. What size you wear?
11.
Oh, I wear 12. I can't feel. So with this Corona stuff, so like how has it impacted you? Like what you do here and like in the military? Like is there anything?
As far as recruiting, like we don't really work in the office anymore. Like we've been off since like March because they're trying to prevent the spread from us contact. Because usually we go to schools and stuff like that, but schools been out as well. So we just basically just work on people one-on-one. We don't really be in the office like that. We're going to come here when we got appointments. Yeah. But we're still putting people in the Army because people still want to join because the economy is not looking good right now. So a lot of people getting laid off and stuff like that. So it's really helping out by us still hiring and getting people that stable check. Right.
So like what are some of your like future goals like from to now?
Future goals, like when I retire, I got like 9 more years left. When I'm like 4 years out, I plan on starting a nonprofit for at-risk youth.
That'll be good. So, back in Chicago or just like where you want to kind of do it here?
I'll probably just do somewhere like in the South where it's warm because I ain't going back up there all that snow. But just let's give somebody a positive outlook because like I came from Chicago. Like I can mentor somebody. I didn't did a lot. I don't want to speak on it. I didn't did a lot. I didn't did a lot growing up, so I have that experience that I can, you know what I'm saying, try to mentor somebody and get them on the right track versus going down a path that they don't need to be going down. Right. Like I had somebody trying to do that for me, but I wasn't ready to receive it. Then they gave up on me, so it was kind of rough. Like, okay, he didn't care anyway, so he was wasting my time. But I'm going to make sure I stay adamant and be on the people that I'm really trying to help. Right.
And so what is some of your advice for like people joining the military? Like if they really, if I just walked in right now and was like, hey, should I do it? Like what would your advice be?
I would just say weigh your options. Like I don't like a lot of people try to say, oh, go to the military, this, that, and the third. Like I wouldn't say that. I would say weigh your options because the military isn't for everybody. Only 1% of the population joins the military. So other people are successful not joining the military. I would say weigh your options and see what else is out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just come in here like I'm going to join because I have nothing else to do. Like that's not necessarily true. I'm just a real person. Like yes, I'm an Army recruiter, no question, but I want to see you be successful. The Army or any military branch might not be it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just basically weigh your options, and then if they really want to join, just do something in the military that's going to transfer over to the civilian side because the military is going to come and go. Right. Like everybody don't do 20 years. Right. So if you do 3 years and you got a career field that you can transfer over to the civilian sector, you're still going to be winning at the end of it all.
So like what are some of the cool places you got to be at?
Well, my first assignment was Korea. Like that was like a culture shock. Like I said, that was me from Chicago to Korea. Right. Crazy. Yeah. I'm talking about like crazy. Like I think I spent way more money than I wanted to spend when I was over there. Because they, like I said, I was a shoe head and they had like a Nike store out there, but their shoes was a little overpriced. But it was crazy. Like I seen so much over there. I was going to like the little culture events that they were having, tried their foods and stuff like that. Because I'm a cook, so I try to explore different food options and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just the Korea with the different culture. Also, I've been to Germany. That was different. It's a lot of history over there. Yeah. I was going to a lot of the war museums they had over there with the Nazi camps and stuff like that. So that was a real eye opener.
I bet that was crazy. I bet
it was like it felt like walking through time. Yeah. It was something that you couldn't even think about. I promise you, like it was crazy. Also, I've been deployed to Afghanistan as well. Like that was a different concept, but I got to work with some of the local nationals and try to understand their cultures and way they do things over there as well. So that was real different. But like I said, that's just the traveling portion as well. Now, when I was in Germany, I was visiting other countries as well over there. So you know they got open borders, so you can pretty much travel to any country over there.
That's cool. So, what Korea is probably the favorite that you went? What do you think it was probably?
Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, I'm coming from Chicago. I've never been out of Illinois before that for the most part. So being going overseas, it was like I was out there doing the most.
Yeah. So like how did it take you a little bit to kind of get adjusted after like?
It did. Like I'm saying, after I got there, like
how long were you there?
I was there for like 18 months.
Oh, so you were there for a minute?
Yeah, I was there for a long time. I only supposed to be there a year, but they ended up extending me for whatever reason. So I did longer than what I was supposed to do, but it was.
How long did it take you to? Do you know any Korean? Do you know like did you? I
did back in the day, but that was a long time ago. Like I said, it was my first duty station. So, but yeah, I knew a couple of words and a couple of phrases and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it was
huge too.
It was fast paced, very fast paced.
Yeah.
Like they cannot drive to save their life. Cannot drive to save their life over there. But it was pretty cool over there. Like I said, they had a lot of museum. I'm into museums. They had a lot of museums over there because of the Korean War and stuff like that. Went to a lot of little tunnels. Went to the DMZ.
Yeah. Looked
at North Korea, stuff like that. But it was different. Like I said, I like to travel and see about the country versus trying to find the American portions of it.
Yeah.
But I know what America looks like already. So ain't no point.
Yeah. So like, what are some of the some stereotypes that you don't like about the military? What people say like that they don't understand.
My thing is everybody think it's shoot 'em up, bang bang. Like it's not about that. Like probably we have 150 jobs in the military.
Yeah.
So for people to think all jobs are like you're gonna be shooting people or getting shot at and stuff like that, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a cook in the army.
Yeah.
We just feed people. Like everybody got to eat. So it's like you're not like everybody doesn't see war. Like everybody doesn't deploy.
Yeah.
Like we have infantrymen, people that's job is to go to war that has never deployed. Like especially right now, like. The war is ramping down. Like nobody's really deploying like that.
Right.
We're going overseas and doing like humanitarian, you know what I'm saying, efforts and stuff like that. So it's not really the shoot 'em up and stuff like that. You can be a doctor in the army. You can be a lawyer in the army. You can be pretty much any job you can think about on a civilian side in the army.
Yeah.
You just wear the uniform.
So besides the cook, like besides you doing that, like what was a thing that you wanted to jump into? Like what if it wasn't a cook, what else would you want to do?
I was thinking about doing something in aviation.
Oh,
I had tried to transition to something in that field. It just didn't work out because like aviation is the future.
Yeah.
So like drones. That's what I was looking into doing, like flying the drones and stuff like that. Like that's what the future is gonna consist of. Yeah. So like that was something that I was really like interested in was the aviation field.
That's cool.
But I thought about it and I wanted to get promoted, so I stuck with my MOS, but I get promoted fast.
Yeah. So, like, is that actually a hard job to be like the cook in like in the military? It's not. No. I don't know if it was just you had to get them out quick. And
no, it's not hard at all. Like I said, they give you so many people to feed. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, but my last defect was 150 cooks in the kitchen, and we was only feeding like 1,000 people. So it's not that difficult at all.
Yeah. Was the training like the basic stuff? Was that hard?
Basic?
Yeah.
Everybody goes through the same basic regardless of what the job is. So, like everybody, like basically, it just depends on you. Like I would say, basic training is more mental than physical. Like me, I was a silly individual. Like I didn't take anything serious because I'm like, I just came from Chicago and I'm going to basic training. It's not that bad. Then I found out they couldn't put their hands on me neither. So.
Oh, it wasn't bad,
Yeah, so I'm like, they can't even touch you? I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
So basically, it was like more mental, like leaving your family and stuff like that, because I already had a family at that point. So like that was, you know what I'm saying, the hardest part, leaving my family. But after that, like it was a breeze.
So did you start like with the military kind of later, like 22, 23?
Yeah, I was 22 when I joined.
22.
Yeah, I joined later on in life, because like I said, I was...
Okay. Most people, so like most people join, what, 18, 19,
Yeah,
20?
usually people join like directly after high school.
Yeah.
I guess like, I don't know.
She's about 18.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Like I said, you get to retire by the time you're 37, 38.
Yeah.
But yeah, I joined later because, like I said, I had a family and I was trying to make it on the outside world versus trying to.
Okay, 22. So you started just a little late. Okay, that ain't bad though. It's still young.
Oh yeah, 44. I mean, 42. I'd be able to retire.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I can't beat
most
that.
people still trying to, you know what I mean? Still
get their footing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for me that you want to ask, or like anything you're curious about? No, we can keep going.
I don't, not at the moment. I had some for you, but like I said, I've been cut off guard. I've been working so hard, man. Like I'm trying to get everything situated.
So in the military, is the Army just like your favorite, just utmost, like you always go at bat for the Army, like, or like is there any other? He's like, oh, that would be cool, like to do.
As far as like different branches, like
like different branch, yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with Army
You stick
because
with the
we
Army.
pretty much got what every other branch has already.
Mhm.
Like Air Force we fly helicopters. Navy got boats. Army got boats.
Yeah.
National Guard, they don't really. I'm not knocking the National Guard, but they just like basically local, so they don't really move too much like that.
Gotcha.
And then the Marines, they're just another branch of the Navy. So,
Yeah.
and we got all those components wrapped in one.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're the biggest branch. We have more jobs.
Oh, yeah, I was about to ask what like separates the Army from everything.
Then we have the biggest, like we're the only self-sustaining branch, so
Mhm.
we don't need any outside entity to take care of us. We got our own doctors, our own dentists,
Yeah.
like our own food service workers.
Yeah.
Like we just take care of ourselves,
Yeah.
so we don't need anybody
All right.
to.
So how's living in Oklahoma? So how long have you been here?
A little over a year.
A little bit. So yeah, I was about to say 'cause you came my senior year
Yeah.
at the school.
Yeah,
So yeah, you was fresh here. So where was you at before that?
I was in Texas,
Texas.
Killeen. Yeah,
Okay.
Killeen, Texas.
No, you came to Oklahoma. So how's that?
It's different.
Yeah, just
It's
a little
different.
bit.
Yeah, this is country to me compared to what I'm normally used to.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, Lawton's pretty cool, but like I say,
It's
just-
more the city.
Yeah,
Lawton
being in the
more
outskirts,
the
like
city,
saying
yeah.
come to visit Duncan, and I'll be going to other little cities like that, Geronimo, Elgin, Cache, all the little small little towns, stuff like that. It's just I ain't never really been around like cows and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
just weird to me.
Yeah,
Just
you
riding
used to
past
big
seeing-
buildings.
right?
Yeah.
Seeing cows on the side of the road and things like that. Yeah, I went to like the wildlife refuge, was like right up the road. So I'm like, yeah, just different.
When I went to Vegas for the first time, about 2 summers ago, it was different because I've just always seen like this kind of, you know. And then when I got to Vegas, and it was just people going, you know, like it's like, you know, if somebody bumps into you here, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, like let me get that for
They bump in the big city
like
just
me and my
normal.
teammate was walking, this water fell into a kid, and then they took off, and then like he was like, you gonna say sorry, and he just kept looking. I was like, it's just way different.
it's way
It's a culture shock. It was when I went to Vegas and Cali, it was a culture shock for me, you know. So
Yeah,
but
I'm saying it's not that bad. Like I said, I haven't really experienced much. You know what I'm saying? Because I be busy working and stuff like that. But it's not that bad.
yeah,
It's just something that you gotta get used to.
I would say it's just a little different.
But I would say if you're
people.
from here, get out and explore more.
Yeah.
Because it's more things than Oklahoma.
Yeah. So do you stay in Lawton? Or I guess
Yeah, I
you
live in
Fort
Lawton.
Sill.
Yeah, I live in Lawton.
So like, would you after you get done, would you want to stay here?
It's like after I got
Yeah, like after,
no,
like
I would
after.
not.
Oh
Absolutely
no,
not.
you don't like it that much here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why, man? Oklahoma's cool, man.
I like I said, I haven't experienced the entire state.
Yeah.
You know, so I really don't want
The
to.
city would be cool. I could see you staying like in
Yeah, I
Oklahoma
can't
City
speak on
area.
it, but I would rather. When I retire, I'd probably be Georgia or Texas. When I
Georgia,
retire.
Texas.
Because it's warm down there.
Okay.
I live in Chicago long enough, and I'm in cold. Long enough, so.
Oklahoma, but you know, weather-wise, it's get the best of both. It can be raining here, and then it's hot, and then it's snowing. The
Same
next
day.
Yeah,
Same day.
Yeah,
All that can happen the same day.
Yeah,
so.
so it's bad. So
Yeah.
this is the bonus questions I do for everybody. So
Okay.
you had a start bench cut
Okay.
of these 3 players. So you got Ray Allen,
Okay.
Reggie Miller, and
Okay.
Klay Thompson.
Start bench cut.
Yeah.
I would start Reggie Miller,
Start Reggie.
bench Ray,
You got to cut Klay.
and cut Clay.
Okay. Wow. Why you got to cut Klay?
I'm saying I love Clay. You know what I'm saying? I love Clay, no question about it. I feel like he's a great shooter, but he's always like basically been behind Steph.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he can carry a
Yeah.
team. Like we seen Reggie Miller carry a team.
Right.
We seen Reggie Miller going 1-on-1 with the greatest player to ever play, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan. Ray Allen, we know he a beast.
Yeah.
Like we know he a beast coming off the bench. We've seen him.
Yeah.
So like he gonna do damage. Like they're already proven. I don't feel like Clay. Like yeah, they won some championships, but I don't really feel like he can
He's
carry
like
the
the
load.
guy,
he can't carry a
Gotcha.
load.
Gotcha.
Like can't compare him to Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah. So yeah, seriously, man. Not too many people know about that movie, man. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
So second question. So I have 3. So second question is favorite actor of all top 5 favorite actors.
Favorite actors?
Yeah.
Will Smith,
Okay.
Denzel Washington. 5. Oof. Let me think. Martin, Eddie Murphy.
One more.
Let me think. I don't know. That's hard. Favorite actor. I don't know.
Is you gonna give me 4?
I only got 4. Let me think.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I only got 4. I had to think. You caught me off guard with that one. I had to think.
So and the last question would be all-time starting 5.
All time starting
Yeah,
5.
You can do positions, or you can just a bunch of players you think would be a great team. It doesn't matter. Whoever. I can go
Shaq.
mine first.
No, I'm gonna do mine first, and I want to hear yours. I'm gonna do mine, then I want to hear yours.
Okay. I ain't gonna use the same players.
I'm gonna go Shaq. No, you might have to, because mine's gonna be a killer.
Okay.
It's gonna be Shaq.
Okay.
It's gonna be Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Allen Iverson.
Okay.
LeBron.
Okay.
And KD.
So I'll go with. Use Magic. I'll go with John Stockton. I'll go with John Stockton. Say Kareem. I'll go Kareem. Power forward. That's hard. I would go Tim Duncan. Got Timmy. You got AI. I'll go Cole.
Yeah.
I'll go Cole. My last player. There's so many great ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My last player. Oh man, I would have to go with LeBron.
I have LeBron. You say you want to use somebody I want to use.
I'll tell you. I'll go Scotty then. I'll get Scotty. I'll take Scotty.
Yeah, I don't know. Might as well kill your squad though.
Yeah, you have a pretty good squad. I was trying to use people that wasn't on your team, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but LeBron was like a Scotty on steroids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be fun to watch.
I'm saying, but Tim Duncan and Kareem, I feel like they're the same type of player. They got the same fundamentals.
I ain't got really no floor spacing, but but
I feel you.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's a lot of great players. Man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of great players.
Yeah.
But you ain't got no questions for me last time. No questions.
I'm gonna ask you what you normally ask everybody. Who is the hardest player you ever had to play?
Hardest player I ever had to play against. The hardest player. I just did his interview with Connor Slater. He was tough. He's like 6'6", like a real long, lanky cat. He's at Cameron playing.
Okay.
He was really good. That was like the one where I was like, okay, I really got to play tonight. I really got to play hard, because I think he averaged like 21 his senior year. Wow. So he was good. That was probably
6'6".
him. Probably him. At school, Tyler Zen, he was an all-conference guard. He was really good. White dude, tattoos, just old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was cold. He was cold. Zen. That was probably the two that I can really think of that I was like, man, like.
They just make you better though. When you play against good people like that, it just pulls out your
and
talent.
especially in high school, like where I was like, man, he's just as good as me, or is he? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's But you don't play in the Army right no more.
No, we don't play. I'm saying when I'm playing in my regular unit, I'm in the recruiter right now, so it's not really a real unit. But when I was down in Fort Hood, we had a.
So who's the toughest player you played against up there?
When I was in Fort Hood.
Yeah.
I don't even know the guy name, to be honest with you. He would played like D1 ball. Like he was like 6'1", jumping out the gym.
Yeah. He dunk on you?
Jumping out the gym.
He dunks on you?
Jumping out the gym. I'm talking about jumping out the gym. I'm like, I'm talking about jumping out the gym. Like I got a little bunnies on me, no question. But he was.
Dwayne.
I'm talking about like move out the way. Like I'm not gonna be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even remember the guy's name right now. But 6'1", I'm talking about monster.
Did you guard him? Was you guarding him?
Yeah, I was guarding him. Like I could not keep up with that man.
Man, that's crazy.
I'm talking about like jumping out the gym.
Man.
Yeah, but they got some real ballers in the Army. I promise you.
Yeah, bro. I've heard. Yeah, I've heard.
I'd be like, yo, you could have made it. A lot of them could have made it. They got the All Army team. I think, matter of fact, he played for the All Army team, but he ended up playing.
Quick question. So the All Army team. So is that just like you just play like other like little countries, like
yeah, you just travel playing. Just basketball.
This is your job, really, like just primarily.
Yeah, like they was on I think they was like down for the time being, so he was just playing for the Lorette or whatever like that. But he was really on the All Army team. Like, bro, why you playing this Liberty League?
Yeah,
you play for the All Army team.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And that's crazy. I didn't know if y'all had like just like you play Germany here.
Then they travel the world.
Then you just
they travel the world playing.
That's your job, is just playing. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. But I guess you gotta like make the team, and you gotta do all that.
It's real competitive to make the team. But like I said, buddy made it.
Yeah,
he deserved it.
Yeah,
I promise you. I'm telling you, he was like dominating everybody. Like, and I had to stick him because we ain't had nobody that wanted to stick him. But I'm saying he's so quick off his first step. Like you wouldn't even know he putting it down like that.
Yeah,
he boomed on me.
Dang, did he really?
I ain't want to say. He kept saying it, but yeah, he boomed on me.
You ain't maybe on that you gotta just kind of inbound the ball, take it up, and you gotta do something. You know what I mean? You gotta put you gotta
Yeah, but
you can't just be like.
Yeah, we got dogged over that game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's crazy.
We got
That's
dogged.
funny.
But it was just
Everybody
was
get
doing
dunked on.
We was
though.
doing it just for fun because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, we wanted to have a unit team, so we was doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Like people couldn't really hoop on my team like that. But
So would you rather get crossed on, like you fall
dunk
or
on me.
dunked on?
Dunk on me. No, because I think that's worse than anything.
Yeah, especially if they
Yes.
make it. Like if they miss, you like, oh, I kind of got
Yeah,
away with it. But if
yeah.
you like, if you fall and they
I'm
make
saying
it,
because again, like everybody don't have the ability to jump.
yeah,
Everybody can play defense.
yeah,
So if you playing defense, somebody sits you down. Like,
yeah. Something real quick, you know what I mean? Dang,
Yeah,
that's
it could be
funny.
all
That's
bad.
funny. I'd rather get dunked on too. I mean, but if you ain't really got dunked on, or I mean, you ain't really played nobody. Then
Right.
nobody's ever really like you play baseball, never get a home run hit off of you
Right.
or whatever. Like you never really.
I got
played.
sat down before too
Yeah.
on the crossover
I
side.
mean, I've never failed, but I've been left. I've been left a couple times.
I ain't gonna lie, I got sat down. I think I was in Georgia. I was in Georgia playing in the league in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
I got sat down in Georgia.
Dang, I remember we was playing, I think 2 weeks ago, this kid, he's like he's in high school. He's a real good point guard. I know, I've seen him before, but we
Yeah.
never played against each other. It was on a transition. I was backpedaling back. They said 1, 2, 3, and crossed over. So I kind of just did like that, and I anticipated him because he kind of looked like he was about to reach over. So I tried to jump and try to like back tap. He flew the other hand, and I was like, I just looked at he scored the layup, and I was like, oh man, ball. And I just pushed it down the court. You know, because you can't be like, oh, damn.
You gotta
keep
pushing.
Yeah, you know, everybody like, oh, you gotta try to hurry up and score on the other end.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's a lot of people out here that's certified
Yeah, that's
with the ball.
man.
But yeah, that was in Georgia when I was playing down there. I got sat down. Like he did like a little quick in and out, and I bit, and then he did a hezzy. It was over with.
Hey.
He went the in and out boot.
At least your kids know
Hezzy.
everybody wasn't there.
No, I don't bring nobody. I don't bring my.
You do that for
I don't bring
them.
my kids to the game.
You do that for them.
I don't bring my kids to the game. They ain't gonna see me out there getting embarrassed. No, sir. Now, obviously, I be doing damage too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't put a couple people down.
That's
No
funny.
question, but you're not
That's
gonna see it happen to
funny.
me.
Yeah, that's funny. Like, my kids right there, man. You gonna do that? Daddy just fell. He didn't do that.
It was slippery. It was slippery.
Yeah, man. Man, I can't wait for the day I actually fall, man. That's gonna be bad.
I'm telling you.
I pride myself on never falling.
It's an eye opener. I'm saying because, like I said, I play good defense. I believe. You know what I'm saying. I just overcommitted on that one.
Yeah.
I overcommitted
Like I
on that
said,
one.
everybody get let. You know, I kind of got
Nah,
frozen.
I'm saying
but
I'm saying it was like got stuck, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going down right here.
Dang.
But it happened.
I've seen one of my team, I ain't gonna name his name, but we was sophomores in high school, and dude hit him. He kind of fell like that, and then I kind of did, like, if it was off the screen, I kind of did like that and pushed him up, and he kind of went back. But yeah, that was bad. Everybody was like, Brandon, you would have failed. He was like, man, I know, you know, but.
It happens though, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say his
like
name.
I said, I set people down myself. So.
Yeah. But, you know, that ain't never really been my game. I kind of just two dribbles, you know, here, but I ain't never really been like.
No, I gotta do that because I can't shoot.
I gotta get to the lane.
I can't shoot.
But thank you for having me, man.
Hey, no problem,
Thank you
man.
for having me, man. That was fun.
No problem.
That was fun.
No problem.
So.